All right, we're backstage at WEMF, World Electronic Music Festival 2005. Matt Hardwick's here and he's joined us. Just got in this afternoon. You're flying out right away. Where is it you're off to after this?
Straight back home to London, actually, yeah. So I finish at 5 here and my flight's at 9 a.m, so pretty much straight back to the airport.
A pretty tight scheduling. They've had some other conflicts here, and unfortunately it doesn't seem like you're going to get to play any later, but other people will too. So my first question is, is this your first time here at WEMF?
Yeah, first time at WEMF. I've had the opportunity to play in Toronto 3 or 4 times now, and each time gets better. I think it's people are gradually getting to know my sound and know what I'm about, so there's a following developing. So, and there's a lot of people here I know tonight, so I'm really looking forward to playing to them.
Now, if you compare here, this sort of offshoot one-time setup compared to somewhere like the Docks where you played earlier and the other venues that you've played in Toronto, how does this compare from the short little while you've seen it?
This seems quite... The room, actually, the space I'm playing in tonight is quite similar to the Docks, actually. It seems like a similar crowd as well, and they seem really, really into the music. And what surprised me the last time I came here was how knowledgeable people were about the tracks. They knew... It was like the UK. People know the music inside out. They know every track, every remix, which is... It keeps you on your toes as a DJ. You can't get away with a track that's a month, 2 months old, otherwise you'll get found out. So, it's similar to the Docks, but a similar crowd, etc. So I'm really looking forward to playing.
So you mentioned there that very similar to the UK. So Canadian festival, something like this, is more UK than North American.
Yeah, I would say so. I think Canada has embraced the trance sound a lot quicker than the States have, and it seems to. The dance music culture is quite similar to the UK here, which is a really good thing. It's a great thing for a DJ to play to. You don't feel like you're experimenting on them. You feel like they're with you from the first record, and it's easier to play and more enjoyable in some respects.
Where would you like to see a scene really pop up out of nowhere, some far off remote location? And whether it's the location, it's the people, or it's just overall ambience, I guess, of the place?
I've played in China about 5 times over the last year, and each time I go there, the scene seems to be developing more and more each time. It's very sponsorship-led out there, but the crowd really, really want to get into the scene. They don't have access to the music. The internet's opened things up for them completely, but obviously the language thing is a big obstacle for them to get the music. But yeah, if something really, really blew up somewhere, it'd be nice to see it in China, somewhere really off the wall and fresh and new.
Where do you see the scene going, progression? Everything is always changing, and where do you see it actually ending up come the end of this year?
I think, well, from the UK perspective, I think trance is no longer the mainstay of dance music. It's moved on from that, and that can only be a good thing in my eyes. I think that around 99, 2000, 2001, it was the pop music. It was all the commercial pressures were there. So the commercial pressures were there, and I think that just really, it pushed it into the commercial sector, and the creativity went. Now it's gone back underground and there's less pressure on it. I think that there's so many young, fresh producers out there who are making underground music, experimental music, and it's a great thing for the scene at the moment. It's more exciting than it's ever been, actually.
Who's the underground producer that you see coming through?
There's several. I mean, there are several young guys. A guy called John O'Callaghan, who's from Ireland. He's doing some fantastic stuff at the moment. Really quite stripped down, quite banging, tough bass lines, tough kick drums. John Askew as well. There's no kind of commercial element to it, which is great. I think the Crasher Kid thing, which was great at the time, almost it was stigmatized trance. It almost it pigeonholed it to a certain scene, and now I think there's a lot more the underground elements opening up the scene to a lot more people.
Any new productions or anything remixes coming out from you in the next little while?
Yeah, I'm about halfway through a track with Smith and Pledger, which we've been doing for the last couple of months, but due to scheduling problems, it's been shelved. But we're looking to get back working on that in the next month or so. Again, I'm just about to complete a track with John Askew, who I just mentioned. That's a lot more underground, a lot more techie. That's something I'm really looking forward to playing out. Actually, not actually played out yet. It's sounding really good. And then remixes. There's a few things in the pipeline actually, which I've steered clear of remixes before because, due to timing reasons, I'd rather, if I do get a chance to get in the studio, the limited time I do get a chance to get in the studio, I'd rather do something original. But yeah, I think the remix thing is definitely something I want to get into in the next 6 to 12 months.
So down the line, year or two from now, hopefully an artist release album?
Yeah, maybe. It's not something. I mean, I think dance music's always been singles led. An album thing would be great if I had extensive amounts of time where I could do something slightly more experimental and less obvious. Hopefully that will come though. But something if I could spend probably a month, 2 months doing, I'd definitely be interested in doing.
What's the worst thing in the entire scene, and what you think needs to be changed?
Negative competition between DJs and promoters. I think there's too many people out there just for their own ends and not thinking about the bigger picture, and it's starving and milking the scene if people are charging XYZ amounts of money to DJ somewhere, or it's great the night they play is rammed and there's queues around the block, but 3 weeks either side of it the scene's dead. And I think we all need to look at that, and I think there needs to be some kind of constant scene there whereby, I mean, the residence led thing is fantastic. If you can get good residents at a club and you can get good numbers in a club weekly, that's the route I'd go, rather than booking the big DJs. And I in some extent I think the scene needs to change, and people need to just focus in on what it's all about. It's about the music. It's not about personalities. It's not about DJs. It's not about, at the end of the day, we're playing other people's records. We're not superstars. And I think the sooner a few DJs realise that, I think, the better the scene will be.
Excellent. Well, on that note, we have to wrap it up because you're about to step onto the decks. I will hand you my card, which is Paradigm United, a little promotions company that does exactly what you just said there. We're just doing it up here. So thank you very much. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing your set.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. You're listening to Amplified Radio. I'm Matt Hardwick.